Gosh, stay in the ear today.
Hey, everybody. It is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. And today I am with Lari IRL, who is a realtor as well as a cannabis grower. But first, we're going to talk about her being a realtor in real estate, especially with the economy as it is right now. Definitely some things that we should know. And especially all of this is very important since today is day 5 of Kwanzaa, which is about cooperative economics. I never can say the word. Is it Kujala? You know what? I'm gonna
Kujakuya.
stop. Cooperative economics. So we need to know about that. Hey, LSUK presents this VSNC on 9. Thank y'all so much for being here. All right. That's Larry's. Okay. So Larry, I wanted to know, um, did you go to boy? Who wants a dog? Who wants a dog?
I
Anybody?
got 3, no thanks.
Who wants a dog? A lovable dog. Who wants one? Okay. Hey, Vessel Martini. So
Hi,
you know,
chat.
can you tell us how did you do you have to become do you have to go to like college to be a realtor? Or did you go to
No,
college to be a realtor?
no, no. So to be a licensed real estate salesperson in my state, New York, you have to complete 75 hours of real estate training um at like an accredited school, and that's what I did. And then you take the school exam and the state exam, and you are a licensed real estate salesperson. To be a realtor, you have to take ethics and all these other classes and pay your National Association of Realtor fees to be a realtor. And there's a slight difference, but yeah, I'm both of those.
Okay. And what sort of school? Was it like a real estate school, or was it
Yep.
like
Yep.
part of a college, or was it just a
Nope. Some
separate school?
states, like if you go to my channel, I do this series like the playlist is 50 states, so it'll break down what you need to do in each state. I think
Mhm.
I'm only on like Florida or something.
It's good
But
to
I was going in
know.
alphabetical order, except for California and New York, which I'm familiar with.
Mhm.
Um so some states like Arizona, you can take a college course, whereas here in New York, I went to a accredited real estate school, and it's just real estate, and I think like appraisal school they do, and it's just 75 hours of someone droning on real estate law.
Do you at the end you get like a certificate
um, you get your
or like
license
is it a
from the
license?
Department of State. Yep.
Okay. And how many hours do you need to do like professional credit or continuing professional education do you need to do to keep that license?
Like I said, in every state, or yeah, state jurisdiction, Puerto Rico and all that, is different. But here it's 22 and a half hours every 2 years.
Oh, every 2 years. Oh wow. Yeah, for teachers we need like 150 hours every 5. So like literally 30 hours a year to keep our license.
Do you ever get teachers that like have to cram it together because they didn't do it and the renewals up?
Yeah.
That's exactly like, I think last month I started my continuing education because my 2 years is in February. I
Hmm.
started it, and and I just stopped around like a week before or 2 weeks before Christmas. I was like, I'm busy, and I had a deal close, and I was just like, I'm busy and I can't do it. So January and February I'll be cramming those together. But it's only 22 and a half, and I think I have like 15 more, so I'll be fine.
Oh, okay. And hey, Identity Withheld. This is an ASCA series. Okay. We're asking a realtor and also
Identity.
hey, Identity. Hey, Rodney. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Okay. So please hit the like button. Please like, share, subscribe to not only me, but also to Larry in real life and also to her Buffalo 716 channel, which I have pinned in the comments. Okay.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
All right. You're very welcome. All right. So, when did you get your license? You
February
finally.
2020.
Okay. So, what did you do something before becoming a realtor?
Just working the everyday whatever jobs. I was a cook, a cashier, a barista,
Mm,
different stuff.
okay. Hey, the sex and toy lady. And what made you say, you know what? I'm gonna go to real estate school. I'm gonna be a realtor. I'm gonna sell and buy houses.
You know what? I didn't think about it too much until I moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like checking out houses, just like
Mm-hmm.
because to me they're very different than Northern California houses. And I was just like, these houses are old and like there's something magical about them. I don't know. And to be like, I like that porch, I like that window. Um, and I just didn't think that much of it, but I was always checking out houses. I always tell,
Mm-hmm.
like I tell my wife, I'm checking out houses like I checked out ladies. And then I was just like, one day I was like, this is something I should do. It wasn't even I wasn't even initially like, I want to help families get their homes. But like the first family I helped, I was like hooked,
Oh
you
wow.
know?
What kind of
And
house was it? What was your the first one you saw? What kind of house was it?
it was a 2-story Cape Cod in a suburb of Buffalo.
Oh.
Tiny, like 1,000 square feet. And it managed to be 3 bedrooms. But I just say we had been looking for about 3 months, and that's when the market had first started getting really competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sort of drained because I think we found this like fixer upper, and I took my clients to an open house, and the line was like down the block.
Hmm.
And they said we definitely want to put an offer. They put an offer like 10,000 over asking. No, 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 no.
Wow.
I'm lying. This was a long time ago to me in my head. It was 40,000 over asking because they asked at a low price. Um, but when I called to check in on my offer that I'd written, there was 49 offers on this house.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was about halfway through our journey. And I was just really like, I'm letting these people down. So when we found their house, and it wasn't in my market. Like it was in my market because it is a suburb of Buffalo, but it wasn't on my listings, on my multiple listing site. Um, and that agent, because again, if you watch my channel, you will see that I've had 3 brokerages in 2 years because if you don't work for me, I'm not gonna waste my time. Like these people take a
Oh.
huge chunk of my commission, so I'm gonna keep it real. Like I no.
Okay, you because
um,
you're using some language I don't.
it's okay.
I
Ask
know
me.
that's
It's fine.
fine. So, what is like you said, working with a brokerage firm, working with a realtor who's just by themselves,
That will never happen.
or working with like maybe a really large company that does a lot of commercial real estate? Like, what is the difference?
So
Like,
I am a residential. My specialty is residential real estate, and
hmm.
all licensed real estate sales people or realtors, they are, because there's a lot of legal stuff in this. Remember, remember when I emailed you and I was like, well, there's stuff I probably won't say, and
Hmm.
but I have insurance. So my brokerage, just like every other realtor's brokerage, is responsible for them legally
Hmm.
to an extent. Can you hold for a moment?
Okay. Hey everyone, please hit the like button. Hey, that sexy toy lady. Y'all also please check out my previous interview with that sexy toy lady that I did over a week ago. Thank you so much for coming in and being with me here tonight. If you see me a little distracted, it's because my dog wants my attention, even though he saw me uh all day today and got all the rubs he wanted. And so now he wants rubs again.
I'm back. You spoiling them with rubs.
What did you say?
So I said I'm back, and you're spoiling them with rubs. He's spoiled.
Well,
You got to
now
keep doing
he's
it.
Again, he keeps moving my screen, wanting to be under me. Boy, I don't have any trees. Anybody want a dog? Visit one?
I
Bless you,
have
dog.
3.
Oh, you have three. Okay. You were explaining
The
being a
difference.
residential,
Yeah.
commercial, and what
So
a brokerage
most
firm.
brokerages do have their commercial license, but you have to get special like designations to be, like certified or licensed in these other things. Um oh, is that
My
Do you
dog.
want me to still
Anybody?
talk?
Oh, keep talking.
Okay, yep. You have to be licensed to do commercial and all that. So a brokerage is responsible legally. They're called a sponsoring brokerage technically. So all us agents work under brokerages, and because they are legally responsible for us, there are commission splits. Um, I don't know because I see that Vesper asks what's the commission rate in New York, and it varies. And then I can't answer any more of that. Because if you want to know like how much my brokerage or myself as an agent charges to list a house or help buy, that's not something that I can discuss.
Okay. But if you were uh, I guess a customer wanting to get your service
List,
for list, a house or buy a house, then you can go into more detail about that. Like what?
yep.
Okay.
Yes, but then we have a buyer agreement or a exclusive right to sell agreement. So that's a little bit different, and also there's some confidentiality in that too. Just because there's this article, and it's very long, but it's Article 12A, and we can't talk about commissions. We also can't like talk crap about other agents or other brokerages. So told you there was stuff I wouldn't be able to say.
Oh, okay. But no, if you could just give us.
If you were a fly on my wall in my house, like every other day I have a rant about somebody. Loan officers, especially loan officers.
Okay. Now, when you decided, so how many houses have you sold? I guess it's going into year two for you.
Mm-hmm.
How many have you sold? Or have you how many well let me ask this question because I know you say certain questions you can't say.
Mm-hmm.
What is the average number of houses a real estate broker should sell or can
Agent,
sell per year?
anywhere from 0 to like 200. It just depends on how hard you work because you are your own boss. So, yeah.
Okay. Hey Vita V. Hey Sparkle. Thanks so much for being here tonight. Hey Rodney Sadler. Thanks so much for being here.
I will say my answer is without saying a number, but kind of a number, a multiple is I quadrupled my sales this year.
Okay, that's good. What do
And
you
that's
think?
just because those brokerages weren't working for me. And when I was trying to say before, and then we kind of segued, is that first deal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I only had my license for a couple months. We had just been back from, the pandemic and everything being shut down, and I did not know what I was doing. Everybody was busy. I loved my office manager slash mentor, but the advice was kind of crappy, which is why I started my channel. Not to say she wasn't trying her hardest, she was just busy. And I was like, okay, so whatever you do your first year, please listen to me because I was going through the first year and I was like, like I have a video that was like, you don't need a mentor, don't get a mentor. I don't believe in that now, but um, that that listing agent on the other side of my first deal taught me so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were terms in my contract that were just a little like I was green as hell, right? And I remember my first contract took 2 hours, and now I'm like, I gotta write a contract, and I'll be done in like 5 minutes.
Oh, I feel
Yeah.
the same way
So
about lesson
we
plans. Like when you first do them, it's like it takes hours, and then later on, as you get more and more practice, like, oh, okay, here's a lesson. I'm done. I'm done in minutes.
mhm.
You know.
I
So
think too my family still thinks that I'm on that 2 hour time thing. So sometimes I can come in here and then two out of three of them are here. Sometimes I can come in here and be like, I gotta write a contract and I'll just be chilling. I like I'm a procrastinator too though. So I'll do it at the end of the 2 hours. Like, yeah, I had to write it. Yeah.
okay. So um, since you're a realtor, did you use your own services to find your own home,
Nope.
or did you already
Not
have
yet.
one?
Not
Oh,
yet.
not yet. Okay.
No.
So, do you think you should use your own services or use another realtor to find your house, even
So
though you're a realtor?
no. Okay, so when I buy a house, I'm pretty sure um because we don't know yet. Like these houses are owned and I don't want to get comfortable. Like I'm always like, "Hey honey, I want more." Like, "Yeah, this is your house and this is our home and blah blah blah, but I want mine, you know?"
Hmm.
Um so we just don't know if we're going to move to that house or rent it out. I don't know, but um it just depends. Like if you have questions about loans, then we can segue into that because it
Okay.
depends. Because then I would be a first time home buyer, and then there's other options, but I probably just buy it outright if the Lord or whoever blessed me with that much capital.
All right. So, when a person is thinking about wanting to purchase a home for the very first time, how much money should they try to have down
I always say,
realistically?
okay, it's gonna be a percentage. I do always say, guys, um, look at look online first. Look at the neighborhood that you want to live in. Type in the houses. If you want a basement, if you want a garage, if you want 3 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms or a den or whatever, type all that criteria in. Get on Zillow or Realtor.com or whoever and see how much those houses cost because it's going to be depending on where you are. And Rodney Hella knows this. Depending on where you are and like how many properties you own or don't own, the answer to that's going to be 3% to 20%. So if you were looking at $100,000 home, then it would be $3,000.
Hmm.
But there are programs like in New York. There's Sunny May, and that's spelled Sonyma. And that's a program that basically pays you like your down payment and some more,
Oh,
like your
wow.
down payment and your closing costs.
What
And
is it
just depend.
called?
It's called Sunny May,
Sunny
and
May.
that's just it. I forget what it stands for, but it's like SO and then NY is New York and then MA. It's a whole like
Oh, SUNY. I'm
government.
sorry.
Nope, Sunny, Sonyma, and it's
Oh,
pronounced
okay.
Sunny May because they think they're trying to
Oh,
sound like Sally Mae or whatever. I was like, that is
okay.
not phonetically correct, but
Okay. I'm gonna put it in
it
the chats for the New Yorkers.
okay, perfect. And what they do when they have funding, and they do have funding a lot, is they have like 30,000 to give you um toward the purchase of your home. And
Okay.
they yeah, and then some banks, like one I work with closely, probably one of those ones I complain about, um have like they'll give you like 7,500 towards your closing costs. And it does vary based on the property taxes. Is in New York, and a lot of people don't know this. I want to say this. In New York, you have to pay the rest of the year's property taxes when you buy your home. People don't factor that in. Your loan officer does tell you because of the Truth in Lending Act, which is federal, by the way.
Mm.
But it's kind of one of those things that people don't think about. I'm going to pay my property taxes. Luckily, here, property taxes are not astronomical, but you
Yeah,
go
Texas is
any,
different. We don't
any
have a state
town.
income tax, so our property taxes are higher.
Oh
of
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
state.
I lived in New
Yeah.
Hampshire for a little bit. I know about that, in Oregon too. But if you go any town, not north, because that's Canada, but any other direction, like just a few miles away, and those taxes are way up there. Um, there's an island in between here and Niagara Falls, and I did an open house. And so I'm looking through the paperwork because this was someone else's listing. I'm looking through the paperwork, and I was like, $7,000 from property tax. Like you have to add that on to your closing cost.
So let me ask this question. Because thinking about the sector that we're in. So when Omar Johnson bought that land in Delaware, so when he paid that money, that should have included the
I don't know. I'm
property
gonna I'm
taxes,
gonna tell you this. I don't know. It could, because that's the difference. Some
or was it
jurisdictions you
because that
don't
was
have to pay
commercial?
the proper. Nope, you would still have to. I just don't know Delaware's property tax rules at time of purchase. So could be, but it doesn't seem like it is. We look at the numbers. It just doesn't seem like it.
Mhm.
Because if he did, then it would be paid, right? Or at least
Mhm.
that year would be paid.
Oh, okay. Rodney, what state are you in?
Rodney and I talk about real estate all the time.
Oh, okay.
Even on the other channel, we'll just start talking about investments. Rodney goes hard. I want to be Rodney when I grow up.
Oh, okay. We got to get Rodney up here one day. Oh, if we have
Yeah,
time, maybe
right?
we'll get him up here. Yeah, that's what. Oh, he's in Connecticut. Oh, okay. All right. And y'all in Connecticut. Can
See,
they message
Rodney
you,
knows.
Rodney? Can they message you on your channel? Is your on your about page? Is their email? Like, if anybody from Connecticut, you know. But that's
Because
really
because
really
Rodney is a real investor. Like
cool.
we we got a few things that we talk about. If we won the lottery, and I'm always like, I'm getting my apartment buildings. Like that's my dream, or one of them. Just have like a huge multi-unit.
Okay. Vita V, you making me feel really old. Vita V goes to my I graduated high school in '03.
Oh, she's sort of around my age. I graduated in
I
'01.
I graduated high school in 1996. In a whole nother century.
Girl, I
I
think I
graduated
was in
college in
seventh
'01.
grade.
Yeah, I graduated college in '01. Okay. So
Seventh, eighth.
what kind of things, okay, so you said three to 20%
Mm-hmm.
of the house, not for a down payment.
Yep. If you have a conventional loan, it's going to be closer to 20%. But those down payment assistance conventional loans are for people with great credit and a great income.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay, say that one more time.
conventional loans. Okay, so there are government loans. Follow me
Hmm.
here.
Okay.
That is the FHA, which is the Federal Housing
Hmm.
Association Administration. There we go. Um, and that is for people with lower credit scores that might need a little bit of help. So around 580, your credit score can be sitting at. You got to have that 3%. More than likely, it's going to be 3.5% your down payment. I have not seen it for more at all. I think just I think like legally an FHA loan is 3.5%. Just kind of running through every FHA contract I've written. Yeah. So FHA, and I'm just taking notes to keep up with my brain.
Hmm.
Um, those that's kind of a good deal. You think that, oh, my credit's too low. Like seriously, if you have a job and you've had a job for 2 years, like that same job for 2 years, and come February or April and you did your taxes and you're sitting on $6,000, $7,000, go buy a house. Do that. Go do that. 2022. Do it. Call me, whatever state you're in. My brokerage has 70,000 agents all over the US and in like 17 other countries. I got you. Call me, I'll find you an agent.
Oh,
Do it with your taxes.
okay. Do you want to put your number and email in the chat?
It is on my channel, I swear.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go. I'm gonna go to your about pay. Boy, please. Who wants a dog, y'all?
But here, I'll
Who
type
wants to
it.
babysit a dog? Okay.
That is not a dot. Don't type what you think you're finna type. Don't type
Oh,
my email.
oh, I was going to your about page, so no, don't use that one.
No, I'm putting it in the private chat.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if it'll let me
Okay,
put it
Miss
in this chat.
BSCT09 says don't put it in the chat, just let folks go to about tab.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, because I'm skilled with the block. Thanks, Mrs. VS. She be looking out for me.
Yes,
And then
thank you, BSCT09.
she always be like, you go post today? My channel be crickets. And then she'll say something and I'll post something. I have videos. Mm. Okay, no, seriously. Do it with your taxes. Um, okay, so the next one is 0% down payment, no matter what, and that is a VA loan
Mm,
for active and retired members of military.
okay. So you got an FHA loan, which is a
Mm-hmm.
government loan. You got a
And
VA loan.
VA is also it's the
It's also
Veterans
a federal loan, but it's
Administration.
for yeah.
Yep, and that is absolutely 0% down. It took me a while to get a veteran. I love their little house. And I think I'm always like, this client was my favorite. They're all my favorites, but I love them. Um, because I met the husband like last January, and he wasn't the husband at the time, but he was like, my lady's pregnant and I have VA, and she worked at the bank, and he's like, I don't know if we should get married. And he's like, no, it's time. She's pregnant. It's time. They have been together forever, but they're also like very young. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Are you? Because like in my head, like I have to separate. This is how VA loans work because it is better when you like for your partner if you are married to the veteran. Plus, they were
Mm-hmm.
pregnant. Plus, but they were like young, and then my defense mechanism is do not get married yet. I'm like, no,
Okay, what do
professionally,
you
they
call
gotta
young? Like they were 25 or 21?
younger.
18?
No,
20?
older. I can't really do
Oh,
age
okay.
either. But
Okay.
yeah,
Hey Tristan, thanks for coming.
I was like, you
Okay.
gotta get married because but they were so sweet. And they closed on the house 2 days before that baby was born.
Oh wow. A new
They
baby, a
moved
new house.
they moved on Friday. They got the keys on Friday. I was like, we'll see him on Sunday watch. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, okay. That baby was like, house is there. Let me come.
Yep, it was
I got
perfect.
my room. I'm gonna have my room.
But yeah, I was really surprised that that it was zero. It was 0%. They did have to pay their deposit, which is another thing that I have to tell people about. Um, earnest money deposit is like, when you're about to rent an apartment and you tell the
Yeah.
landlord, like, and they ask for a deposit, it's that same kind of thing. Like, you
Mhm.
just letting the seller know you're serious about the purchase. Yeah, so they had to pay that, but then they got it back on closing day. So it seriously is, you still have money in your savings, even though
Mhm.
you're a veteran and you're using the VA, those benefits. Um, definitely still have some money in your savings though.
Okay. What do you think about bank loans
They
for
help
the
people
young?
out.
Or I mean, which one? What do you need to look for when you're doing a bank loan, though?
Um, you definitely want to not get an ARM. You want your loan to be a fixed rate.
Okay.
And that
What is
sounds
AR? I'm
like
sorry. What does ARM stand for?
adjustable rate mortgage.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. All
So,
right.
say about 10 years ago, your people who bought homes, their mortgage rates were 10 to 18%. Whereas between 2020 and here now, 2022, mortgage rates have been 2.5%, 3%, 3.5%. No, really higher than that, right? This is like basically the interest you're gonna pay.
Mhm.
Now you think people who had adjustable rate mortgages would get their rates adjusted to the 3% now that the kind of mortgage rates have dropped from when they purchased their homes. It doesn't always work like that, unfortunately. But if you come in at 3%, there's not like it can't get worse if it's like fixed, right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if it's at 3% and they can't raise it, like say mortgage rates went to 1%, that would just cut it in half. But when is that gonna happen? Like watch it happen. Watch it happen in like February because I said
Yeah.
it. But that wouldn't make the banks any money.
Yeah,
So
I
I
always
don't think
tell
it's
my
gonna
students, I
happen.
teach economics, and I tell my
Mhm.
students, because I also want to tell them about personal finance. I say, hey, interest rates are good if you are going to get a loan. So if it's lower, that's good for you because you're getting a loan to like purchase, either a vehicle or purchase real estate. I said, but now if the interest rate is too high on your credit card, that's bad too. So you need to look at those things. Hey, Max V World Media. Hey, DJ Drama. Hey, Vessel
Hey Max.
Psych Perspective. Tristan McGregor. Thanks for coming. Please hit that like button. Please share. I'm so glad y'all could be here with Larry in real life. We're talking about for this first, I guess, say 45 minutes to an hour. We're talking about real estate. Then, then the next hour, we're gonna get into her other job. Okay.
Nope.
You say
It's not
no.
a job.
Well, your other
It is
hobby.
it's a very expensive hobby.
Okay.
It could be a job one day.
Oh, okay.
But not yet. When you have like a quarter of a license to do what you want to do, and licenses aren't available until 2023, I'm doing a countdown and also like a stack up because it's very expensive here.
Okay.
um
Okay. We'll
yeah,
talk about that in a few minutes.
we
Okay.
will.
So we have
Hmm.
bank loans,
One more loan.
VA loans, FHA loans, and what's the last type of loan?
There are more, but these are the big three: is FHA, VA, and conventional.
Conventional.
And
And so it's conventional the bank loans?
conventional is the bank loan.
Okay. All right.
Conventional doesn't have as many restrictions on, like, say you see a house and it's a fixer upper, but it's not like there's like plumbing and the floors aren't tore up and stuff like that. You would get the bank to do their appraisal. And like for FHA and VA, the house that you buy has to be perfect. Like there can't even be one area where there's peeling paint. Um, but for conventional, the house can be a little bit worn. The bank isn't as strict as the government is. So, um,
Because the government's not gonna give you money for a crappy place. They're like, we're giving you this
no,
money for this, so it needs to look good.
yeah, yeah. So, like I said, your credit score can be a little lower. Your down payment is either going to be 3%, 3.5%, or zero if with a VA. Conventional, it can be up to 20%. Lately, every conventional I've been working has been like 3%.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just this is lately because this market is insane all over the world too. But yeah, so your credit score doesn't need to be 800, but you can probably get a good conventional loan with a 720
Mm-hmm.
credit score. Probably. Consult
Okay.
your loan officer. I'm like halfway through this twisted tea. So consult your loan officer.
You make it
Not
yourself, or
me, a
did you buy
realtor.
it?
Huh? No, I bought it.
Oh, okay.
It's the mango. I'm warm.
Oh, okay. Is it like name brand, or is it only native to
Oh
the
no, it's
whole?
a twisted tea. You know the one from the
The one
meme
in the
with the
yellow
guy?
can? Oh, the
Yes.
man who got hit in the head. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. Yeah. So make sure that you really get with the loan officer. If you need a loan officer, let me know. I know
Okay.
them too.
I'm putting the information in the chat. Larry says, if you need help, even whatever state you are,
Whatever state. I know people all over the place.
oh,
Not only have I lived in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, New York, and California, are you going to bed? I know everyone everywhere. Yes, she called. I didn't read it all. Hold on.
okay. Okay. It's a good question. We'll wait till Larry comes right back. Hard money loans are an option for rehabs as well. Okay. Y'all saying some stuff in here in this chat. Okay, can y'all not give stuff away about the movie? I didn't see that movie. Okay. Thank y'all all for coming. Please hit the like, share, subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, here is, there you go, my Cash App. If you like the last boy video, there's my Cash App. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, are you ready?
Yep. Are you
Oh,
guys
okay.
hitting cash apps?
I was telling them like, hey, well, if you like the
Oh,
content,
you know at the beginning of the year they're gonna start taxing you for cash apps, right? Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, all of those.
are they gonna
Yes,
send
sir.
you a 10? Are they gonna send you a 1099?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. As long as I get the paperwork.
Okay, what is I forgot that actually turned the mic off. What is the MIP identity?
Oh yeah, that's what I was.
I was saying that I'm probably gonna be like, oh yeah, that's yeah, but I can't. Too deep in this twisted tea, fam.
Yeah, what's the MIP identity?
I'm like, what is that?
Okay, Tristan, I have not seen the movie. Can you please stay on topic?
What
Thank you.
movie?
They're talking about the last Bond movie that just came out, and I need them to stop.
Well, to
Oh, it's
be
called
honest,
Mortgage Insurance Premium.
yes, I know exactly what he's talking about. See,
Oh, okay, I'm
because it's
sorry.
not registering, but I got it. Thank you, identity. I can't steer a dang thing, and I try to present my clients with what's best. Um, but I definitely see where you're coming from, and if I could say, yeah, no, but again, if someone has a 580, there is really nothing else they can do. Yes, dear.
Please hit the like button. Thank you for those who just came into the chat. Larry's been talking to us about the different types of major loans. She first told us how she got to become a realtor. She went to real estate school, 75 hours, took an exam, got a license. Okay. Different types of real estate, commercial, residential. Okay.
Okay. Mrs. VS asked a question that I did know the answer to. And now I gotta okay. And I was like trying to touch it like it's my live stream. Back where she says if a buyer has FHA funding, do they lose out to a buyer with conventional funding?
Hmm.
And the answer is almost always yes. Sometimes conventional
Oh, wow.
isn't the best thing because someone with an FHA can still have like 20% down, and the more cash someone can pay is kind of the thing that gets the seller.
Mm.
So conventional doesn't always win, but more than likely, like I know that I've lost out to a lot of conventional loans. I
Oh, okay.
think I have a deal
Is it
closing in
more paperwork to
February.
deal with the FHA loan?
No, it's because that's the government one with the more scrutiny when they
Scrutiny.
go
Oh.
do the appraisal because the
Mhm.
government wants a perfect house, whereas conventional will take almost anything. Not something gutted, not something with like a major, major repair, but definitely they're more lenient.
Okay. Rodney said that he actually it happened to him several times when he was buying his personal home.
You lost out on those deals, right, Rodney?
Oh wow.
And
Can
I really like because I've only been in a in a 2021 world as far as like um helping people purchase and sell. The last sale I did was FHA, and my client initially was like, "No repairs. I'm not doing any repairs. I can't afford that." Um, and 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 she accepted an FHA, and it was like 4,100 under the original asking price. But it was more. She had a return on investment from her original purchase price, so it worked out. But she had to do all these repairs because FHA is just really like particular,
mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
and they should be. Sorry, I was reading my note.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave. Okay, this is a little off topic. But I just gave my kid a few months ago a curfew because I realized she was old and I needed to let go a little bit. And so every time it's close, I'm like, "Where is she? She
Is she
better not jack this
a
up."
teenager or is she in college?
And she is. She's 15.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. So I was gonna ask another question. Are there any more questions from the chat? Because y'all actually have better questions than I do. But this is definitely some great information. Because I know me and my best friend, we were talking about, as we get older, that we want to be homeowners.
Oh, definitely do. See, do it.
And we're thinking about actually, if we're both still single, we would purchase a home together.
Oh, see,
We-
we
If we're
okay.
both,
So we could
if
talk
we're
about
both,
joint
we,
tenancy and
yeah,
tenancy in common and stuff like that at a later
yeah.
date. Because yeah, I had to drill that in my head for my test, and it does not come up. I've only had married couples or single people buy houses, so it hasn't been like friends or brother and sister. So I'm
Mhm.
ready for that. I know.
You
So
ready for that? Okay, so we have questions. I know who to come to because we're like looking at our income. We're both professional people, so it's like okay, so with both our incomes, we can do a down payment,
mm-hmm.
things like that. So, uh, and that's if we basically said that if we were both still single and we both didn't have children, because both of us, so
You don't
if
have any
you get married,
kiddos?
have
Let me
kids,
see
or
your
I get married, have
transcript.
kids, it may be different, but let's say in the future, like, hey, be like, like on the Golden Girls. Remember, like they all like lived in the house. Is that too old?
Did you
I'm showing my
did,
age.
defrauding? Did you type in exclamation point grow? Do you have a chatbot?
The Friday Shalenton. Hey,
What's this is BS?
Brian Shalenton is overseas, so his time difference is really big.
When did you leave? Did you ship out?
Like a couple weeks ago, I think he said.
Okay, because we haven't spoken in a little while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm serious. Like I let the holidays derail me. And then
His
like
house. Shut-
my birthday's in like 4 weeks. So
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
I need to go on vacation. So
Are
I
you an
just get into
Aries? Not
that.
Aries. What is Pisces?
Aquarius.
Aquarius. Hey, LTK presents. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I wanted to know what's house hacking. We'll wait for
You know me, I gotta do some off camera stuff.
okay.
Normally, I'm like, I can go an hour without doing this, but I'm feeling good now.
What's he talking about? I grow. What defrauding? What you doing? What you talking about?
No, okay. So I don't know about your chat, but Mrs. Via's chat, if you type that in, then your link will come up. She has like a bot because she does like connections with people.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, does that work here?
No, this I just tell everybody to put in their link.
Did
Miss
you guys
VSMP
follow
on
me
9, you
on
have to tell me
IG?
about that I grow thing.
Is that my kid? Hi, baby. Good night.
Okay. Oh, defrauding charlatans.
That was it.
Oh, okay. Defrauding said, I left what it was, I think it's 2 weeks ago. My day's all messed up. I'm stopped trying to count. Oh,
Oh, so you don't have you? Or is the baby with you?
it's a Nightbot, and that's the code I chose. Oh, okay. It's a Nightbot feature. Okay, y'all gotta show. Y'all gotta tell me something.
Nightbot is cool. I go in there and do the exclamation point girl.
Okay. So if you do Nightbot and do a code, create a code, then whoever says I grow, their channel will pop up. Y'all telling me some good stuff.
I didn't drop the
Now maybe you
earbuds
do
yet.
that because I think I'm starting to have maybe too many mods. You know.
You
Hey,
finna take my wrench? We gonna fight.
I didn't say I was gonna take your rich. I just say I have too many mods.
No, but Nightbot be out of control sometimes.
Oh, okay. Now you tell me. Hey, I Steven. Hold on. Identity. Larry and I usually had differential as a panel guest on my show. Great contributor to a conversation bill. Oh, okay, that's great.
Yep, yep. He is really like we had a good conversation. I think I was like not paying attention in continuing education one day, and he came through and kept me company. It was a nice conversation.
Identity with Hellstein. Oh,
Okay. Does anyone have any more questions regarding real estate?
yeah. Any more questions before we
That's like
switch?
if you guys want to see the girls, they got about an hour more of wakefulness time, and then they got to go to sleep. So yeah,
Okay. Oh, someone asked about what is house hacking.
I think that was for identity because or for Rodney because he did not know. Sorry, Vesper.
Oh, okay. Okay. House hacking. When you buy a multi-unit and have to live in one unit for 12 months while the other
Oh,
tenants pay your mortgage, you live rent free for the time you live there.
that's
Huh.
really yep. That's really big here when people buy 2-unit houses. So yep, I didn't know that's what it was called. Yep. Or anywhere duplex and up, it's like let the tenants pay your mortgage and you can do like updates in your unit. Um, you can sell it for more after.
Okay.
Here it's 5 years because you have to owner occupy the unit, but
Hmm. Interesting. Good to know. That reminds me. I don't know why it reminds me. It reminds me of this movie with I think it's I can't think of his name. It's a comedian and Drew Barrymore. It's called Duplex, and they buy a duplex, and on their neighbor, they
I'm
live
muted. What's up?
downstairs in the unit, and then the other lady lives upstairs in the unit. They have a lot of problems because they have to they're experiencing things they didn't experience before. Hey, the incomparable, spot 'em, shot 'em. How are you doing today? Thank you. Y'all have such good questions. V, what kind of power do you have? Please hit the like button. Please like, share. Please help with the algorithms because there's more than one algorithm. The more people will come over. If you have a community wall, please share this. Also, please like, share, subscribe to Larry in real life.
IRL.
Larry in I don't know why I keep saying in real life.
It's okay. That's
What
what
does
it
IRL
stands for.
stand for?
It's in real life.
Oh, okay. IRL.
It yeah, it's kind of a variety channel. See, because the real is like real estate, it was also like real like fishing with two E's.
Okay,
Um
defrauding, please wait on talking about that topic. We're not there yet, but we're going to be. All right. Are there any Vita V said she got a wrench. She didn't know she had no power. You've been a bot. You've been
a
you've been
bot. No.
a bot. You've been blue for like weeks now, I think.
You know what? She probably blew it everybody's channel, so it just is default. You know how we have two wrenches. I'm good with those.
Okay. Any more last things that you want to tell us about real estate before we move on?
Just if you take anything away from this chat, just know, just know that you might think it's impossible, but a lot of lenders, banks, and loan officers, like lending groups, mortgage people, even Rocket, um, might have programs to help you pay your down payment. Just get them credit scores up. If you have worked for 2 years, um, and you have a little bit of savings, remember 3%. So get on that Zillow and start looking at how much homes cost. Just do the math. You can probably do it. And if you have any questions, please reach out.
Okay, very good. All right, y'all. Thank you so much, Larry in real life, for telling us this wonderful information that we needed to know about real estate and the different type of loans, and then maybe some future real estate people who want.
Oh, highlight what Mrs. VS said. That is true.
Okay, all
Do
right.
not open any new credit accounts, even after you get a pre approval or pre qualification. When you get your mortgage commitment, that is when the bank says, okay, they can buy this house if they wrote this contract for. Do not buy a motorcycle, a house, car, boat. I have a video on that too. Um, don't buy nothing until you close. No new credit accounts.
Okay,
None.
all
Not
right.
even a store card.
Okay, we have one more question before we leave. Can you answer that one, or is
Probably a conventional loan.
okay? All right.
Probably definitely get with um your bank, see what they have to offer you. And remember this, I forgot, this is super important. So say you're shopping around for pre-approval. Just to know, like the pre-approval basically is the thing you do before you go find a realtor to find you a house. You can also do it after the realtor, but we really do prefer if you have that already. Um, you have 30 days between the first bank or loan institution, mortgage broker, lender, loan officer, whoever that runs your credit to see if you qualify for a loan, to shop around before you get, you know how when they pull your credit, you get a hard credit ding and it dings you for like 5 points or 20 points or whatever. Um, that only happens once in 30 days. So shop around for your mortgage loan or your pre approval.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely do that.
All
You have
right.
30
You're very
days and
welcome,
you only
Debbie.
get one.
Okay. All right. Very good. Oh, thank you, Mrs. VS. And don't they will ruin your credit, Dad. Cause don't be saying they're looking crazy when you can't close because you open a credit card account or bought a car boat or whatever.
Yep, exactly. I forgot to add that. It's so true. I swear I have a video on that. Forget what it's called because it was a while ago. It was like what not to do when you are waiting for your
Defrauding, she
mortgage
went
loan.
over. Oh, I'm sorry. Defrauding, she went over VA home loan. You're gonna have to go rewind it. Hey, she nurses TV.
Defrauding, we can talk
Debbie.
for sure.
Okay. Also, you can also, if you have any questions or need help finding a realtor in whatever city or state you live in, please, please, please go to the About page of Lari IRL and email her. Hey, DJ Craig B. So glad you can be here. Hey, Digital Logic. So glad you can be. Hey, Christine Parts. My day
What
one
is Identity and Rodney talking about?
everything, but
I watch a lot of horror films with the lights off too.
okay. So, well, thank you, Lari IRL, for telling us so much about real estate. So
You're
that is
so
her
welcome.
information, everybody, in the chat. So please definitely email, go there and send her an email about real estate. Okay. All right. So